Here we are live at Detailz. Someone brought in a 2005 Escalade. I'm going to give you a shot of the before and after. As you can see, taking a look at this car, it is destroyed. There's snow, the sand, the salt. Winter has taken a toll on this car. Look below, you can see the paint. The rims are just brutal. This guy doesn't look like he's cleaned this car in a while, but we're going to change that. We're going to make this whole car look nice. Going to take a look at the rear of the car. You can see the dust, the dirt, the scratches, the windows. Take a look at the inside. They have children, and I can tell you, kids do a number on this. Juice spills. We got candy. It is just pretty bad in here. These were the car seats were, so they kind of put a dent in the car and the leather. We'll get that fixed up. Stained it a little bit. We're going to clean all this up to make it look new when we return. See you when it's over.
Basically, the next step here is we're going to clean all the plastics. Again, we use the general purpose cleaner, the compressed air, and on the lighter colored cars with a lot of grime and dirt, we use a scrubber, scrub down the door panels and wipe it down. Again, you'll find that compressed air is going to be your best friend when you're doing a detail. It blows out all the cracks and crevices.
Big step in interior details to make sure we pull everything out of the car, get in under all the seats with a full vacuum, all the cracks and crevices. This is also another area where we use the compressed air to blow everything out in between the seats and just make sure we get everything before we're going to go ahead and shampoo the car.
Now, Chris, what's the purpose of doing that?
That compressed air gets all the dirt out of the hinges and in the grooves and stuff. We use just a general purpose cleaner, spray it in all the door jams, and take the air and a rag and we just clean out the hinges and everything. Gets all the dirt out of the tough to get areas.
Okay.
Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and pre-treat all the stains here. As you can see, these carpets, visible stains. We're going to go ahead and do this with the entire car. We're going to spray them all down. Then we'll let it sit for about 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how bad the stain is. And then we're going to come back with the shampoo extractor and just go over all the floor mats, the carpets, and if it had cloth interior seats, we do those also. Next step here is the hot water extraction, along with the air scrubber here. So we're going to go ahead and fire this up. I'm going to demonstrate on one of the floor mats the processes that we go through with the entire interior for the shampoo.
Here we are, the next step to cleaning the leather. We use a leather safe cleaner, spray the seat down. Then we have the air scrubber, scrub it down, clean it up good. And then we wipe it down with the rag, and afterwards we get a nice leather conditioner on there to restore the shine and the softness. Alright, here Chris is going to be applying the leather conditioner to an applicator pad. And we're going to apply that pretty liberally to the entire seat. This is going to help put back the softness in the leather, restore all the pH balances that we may have taken out with the cleaners. And once he's applied it with the applicator, it has a brief period to dry here, and then he's going to buff it to a shine and just kind of level it all out with a cloth and take off any excess so it doesn't leave the seat greasy. Here, Chris is going to be spraying a Protect-All product. It's similar to like an Armor All. What we're going to do is spray that on any of the plastic pieces as a protectant, also as a shine. And then he's going to take the air gun here and just go over everything with his rag and the air gun to just level it out, even it out. See here, that just got it in all the cracks and crevices, so no spot went unprotected, and it really gives a finished look.
Alright, here we got a low foaming glass cleaner. I'm going to go ahead and apply that to the entire window. We have the window down a crack, just so you can get in where the weather stripping usually covers. Make sure to clean up there good, a lot of dirt gets trapped in there. I'm going to use a 2-rag system here. We'll be clean with one,
And as soon as you're clean, take another dry rag, go over, wipe out all the streaks. And we're done with the outside, we'll go ahead. Just finish this off by rolling it up. Get in the bottom here. And then we'll go ahead and do this to the rest of the car and also the inside.
You can see these tires here. The chrome hasn't shined for a while. Got a lot of caked in dirt, tar, grease, road stuff everywhere. This one as well, you can see there's a wash getting the streaking from the dirt. It's just not shining up yet. So what these guys are going to do is to sort of get prepped. Is going to go ahead and start the process here with this first tire. And what are you doing with this, Phil?
We're just going to spray a free treatment on the wheel, let it kind of sit on there for a couple minutes, break down any of the brake dust, there's road grime that's stuck on here, and then we're going to go ahead after that, and where these are chrome wheels, we're going to hit them with some steel wool. This is safe for chrome, but only chrome finishes. You really got to know what you're working with before you go ahead and do this process, otherwise we would just use some scrub brushes and rags, but where these are the chrome, we're going to use the steel wool. Here we are using some tar cleaner. As you can see on the bottom rocker panel is all covered with tar. This chemical breaks down the tar and makes it softer, so we use a little scrub brush to scrub it off. And then wipe it down with a clean rag. And we also do inside the wheel wells here, where most people forget about that. It'll look brand new once we're done. Next step here on the exterior is we're going to clay bar it. This is just a spray to lubricate the clay. What the clay bar does is it smooths out the paint, takes out all the old wax, and also takes out any imperfections in the paint. As you can see, it takes off all these little rust spots over here. And now this spot is nice and smooth. You don't feel anything, and all the contaminants are out of the paint. The next step here is we're going to apply a cleaner wax. This is going to take out any imperfections in the paint, and also apply our first coat of wax we're going to use. Just apply it to the buffer here. Small circle like that. Work it into the paint a little bit before you turn the buffer on. Make sure the buffer is always on the paint before you fire it up. And once you get going, start at a low speed, gradually work your way up.
Here we go. Detail is done. Car is totally done over. You can see here they've done everything from waxing it to a high gloss shine. Windows, wheels, wheel wells, step-ups, chrome. We got the chrome package, so they get all the chrome done for us. Even the exhaust tip that was covered with stuff before, as you can take a look on the inside as we go through it. Number one, you can't smell what I can smell, but it's a nice citrusy smell. All the candy stains, all the spilt juice, everything that was done in here. Cleaned up perfect. Take a look at that front. Now remember how dirty that was? Dusty, dirty. That's all shined. The leather's been polished. The doors. Even the door jambs. Again, the chrome. I mean, look at that. You saw how it looked before. Now look at it. I mean, that is done. Even the wheel wells. We get into the interior detail, what they do here. Even the wheel wells have been done. Chrome exhaust. Again, there's the back of it. Even the lights reflecting off of this, you can see the high shine on this wax they use here. There's your before and after. Great job.